Yo, what's up, yo? How's everyone doing? TJM, new aim. I'm back. Maybe not. I'm here though. Um, Hope this message is coming to you at the best time. Hope you're doing well. I think I'm doing good myself. I've not been uploading for a while. I started this channel during the summer, and my honest thoughts were just to get some form of videos out there, just to get some form of something I can do in the pastime that's going to be an investment that I want to do over time, that's going to build up to something that is going to be greater than it once was. Yeah, I stopped posting pretty quick into it, and I think there's a multitude of reasons for that. Firstly, I was just busy with the fuck like a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Like, obviously 4 classes, you have exams come up. I'm on an esports team from our school, so we're practicing like weekly, playing games, tournaments. I still work, working on 2 internships. Like it was a lot of stuff, and go to the gym every day. There was just a lot of stuff, and making content was, I guess, one of the further things away from me. It just wasn't at the top of my list, and I noticed that there's many reasons why I think it was at the bottom of my list, and this is kind of more of like a ramble video, I guess. I just kind of want to get content out there. I just want to, I guess, kind of talk. Not really much in a worry of views or viewership, but just kind of, I just want to get some out there. But I think, and I think this also happened for my Twitch channel. I notice when I don't get the feedback or responses that I want to see, I notice that I kind of quick, you know? Like it's like, okay, I have 15 subs. So when I get 30 views and logic, that's great. You're getting double the amount of views to your subs ratio, which means that's good, right? But I guess for me, like I see it in so much more of a bigger picture. Like I'm looking at like a mountain. I'm looking at, oh my god, I'm only getting 30 views. That sucks, right? I'm not getting 1,000 views. I'm not getting 2,000, 3,000. I looked at it so much more at a bigger picture, and I think I was just like disappointed that I didn't like just blow up. And I guess that's really just me kind of like looking down on it. Like me kind of looking down on the amount of work it takes to become successful just in, especially the content creation scene. And I think content creation in general is just, something I've always strived to want to do, but it's become like a want. Uh, and it's never going to be a need. I don't think so. Not now, at least. But it's like I wanted it, but I didn't have the, necessary abilities, or I didn't take the necessary steps to attain that, right? Like, if I want to become a football player, soccer player, basketball player, pro player, I can't just want to do it, right? You can want to do it, but it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be able to do it. You need to practice. You need to find the right coaches. You need to find the right, publicity. You need to find the right XYZ so your name gets out there, so people recognize you, so you get to a good, D1 or whatever school, so you can make it to the league, right? Like, I think there's a stat: football players, only 2% of college football players make it to the NFL. Only 2%, and there's like tons of D1 schools, tons of D2, D3, literally like thousands and thousands of players. Only 2% are making it because there's so many small factors. And myself, I think I just like I know the factors are there. I think I just not hungry enough for it. Like just not hungry enough for it. And I'm noticing that there's like a lot of factors in my life that like I've wanted to change, but I've noticed that I'm not like hungry enough to change them. Like in a sense, I've grown complacent, I think. Like I'm grown okay with how I am in those, yeah, complacent. I'm just okay with it. And like I'm okay with that, Like I think one of the things in life, one of the hardest lessons in life is a hard lesson. Like when life just hits you hard and you're forced to learn something. And one of the things I love doing is, or I guess aspire or preach to do, is learning lessons from others before you have to learn it like the hard way yourself. Like if an old head or something is telling you, oh, you should do this, you should start working when you're young, save your money up, because later on, you're gonna need to, buy some stuff. Like in my logic, that makes sense. I'm saving my money now because later on, when I have kids, I'm gonna have to buy their shit, right? I'm gonna have to be saving. I mean, eventually, 20 years down the line, 25 years down, 30 years down the line, I'm saving for my kids' college. I'm paying my kids' college tuition. And I know, like, if my parents are paying mine and my other, like, two siblings, right? It only makes sense that I'm looking at the big picture now. So, like, I know that those lessons, like, I love taking those lessons and just learning, like, knowledge. I'm a big knowledge guy. But there's a lot of aspects of life lessons that I think you really just got to be hard, like, hit hard to, like, just throw you out of your comfort zone. Like, getting kind of deep into this, like, religion. Like, when it comes to religion, I'm, like, extremely interested in religion. Like, my family's faith is Islam. I do believe Islam is, like, their religion. Um, I mean, I can have a deep depth talk into it, right? But I'm not exactly the most religious guy. Why is that? Well, I mean, I'll say that for another video, and that's, I guess, a bit more personal. But I mean, there's just like so many factors that I think has strived me away from the religion and like from God Himself, and I know that for me to like really become religious and like really strive like towards religion and just belief in God, I need to have a connection with Him. And I know that that connection right now, I'm in a complacent spot where I'm okay with not being religious. Like, I'm like, okay, well, eventually I'll be religious. But I know that that eventually is like, it's just a word. It's just I guess, a placeholder for time. That is really probably just going to be struck by a really big event in my life. Like, my dad is really religious and he tries to, like, he tries to bestow the knowledge upon me. And, I guess I'm not taking the lesson at hand, heeding his, I guess, teachings. Um, I mean, off topic again, but like for example, like if he were to pass away or something, like I feel like that'd be like a huge factor. Like that'd just be a big hitting moment for me to be like, damn, what the fuck, Like, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff. Religion is its own topic. I don't even know where I was going from. Um, yeah, connect this back to learning lessons first. Like I knew the lesson that I needed to like understand social media. I needed to push short term content onto TikTok, Instagram. I need to promote socially. I need to do all that kind of stuff. Like when I was doing my Twitch streams, I knew that to become big on those kind of platforms, you not necessarily have to sell your soul, but you have to fit the kind of algorithm. Like you have to go out there and actually post your content like everywhere, because that's the main way people are gonna find you. Like people aren't just gonna find you randomly on Twitch, like searching up your name. They're not gonna know you. But if you have like clips or something like on other social medias, they can find you. But I wasn't like too big into that. Like I'm not a very big social media guy. Like if you see my phone, only social medias I have, I would say is Discord. Best Discord. I have my esports stuff. Like just I know a lot of friends on there. Um, YouTube, and that's all. I'm just not a big social media guy. I'm not a big fan of. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of people really. I'm not a big fan of like keeping up with people and like keeping up with trends and that kind of stuff. Um, like doesn't mean I hate on trends. Or I'm not like a old soul like just like older guy who like just shits on the new gen. It's just not something I'm too interested in. It's just like erratic, irrational, and just like idiotic at times. Social media. So like TikTok, I just don't have it. Like I just don't have it. I had it at one point, but it's been like since COVID, like 2 years ago. Like, I'm just not. I know if I want to like get really big into it, I need to start posting like content on TikTok, and I understand that from a business perspective, it makes sense. And like connecting this to like a deep thought, like I think I could create a TikTok, but I think that I look down upon people who have TikToks. Like I think possibly at my core, I'm looking down on people that have TikTok because I don't have it, and I see myself as better than them because I think that at its core, like TikTok is like a waste of time or something. When there's a ton of really really good information on there, a ton of really good opportunities. I mean, just a ton of funny stuff on there too. Whatever you're really feeling, like it's definitely has its great like uses, right? but I think that's why I don't like download it, and that's why like I kind of stray away from social media. I think at my core, I think I'm better than everyone, like than other people who do have it. Just kind of weird way to think about it, but I mean, I'm not too sure. I think that might be like my honest thinking. But back on topic, I'm gonna try making like more videos. If the videos are more like just like kind of rambles, me just kind of talking, then yeah, that is what it is. I think I'll have more ideas as I go, but I really just wanted to like get this out. It's gonna be some short, not too crazy. If you guys are looking forward to more content, comments down below. Show your love. Like, subscribe. Helps me with that with the algorithm, and I appreciate it. Have a good night, y'all.